everyone, Techni here with a keyboard review, and this is another really interesting keyboard, the first of its kind that I have ever used. And I know some of you out there are probably like, man, why another keyboard review? And like I stated before, I've just been really hooked into just dabbling and playing around with some keyboards, different keyboards here and there, swapping out some keycaps and stuff. Again, just having some fun with it, and I just wanted to share the experience with you guys. And yeah, we have many more keyboard reviews, just looking over here right now. I think I got about 8 keyboards just pending for review over there, so we'll have some more coming too. But the keyboard we have today is the NiZ Atom 66. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this board here, right? And let me tell you what, straight off the bat, I'm not gonna drag it out to the end of the video. The really cool, interesting thing about this keyboard are the switches within it. And the switches it's using are these electro-capacitive switches right here. It's almost like, I'd compare this board to like a membrane mixed with a mechanical. Now, if you can see them right here in the camera, they almost look like a Kale box switch, minus the box, obviously, because it's circle, right? But compared to that, it's really nice. They're very stable in there. As you can see, barely any movement. And this is just switch without keycap or anything. Right? It sounds just like a membrane keyboard. Now, I also want to show you the stabilizers in here. As you can see, these things do not budge one single bit. Very, very stable. So it really complements as far as a very stable switch right there. And then as far as these stabilizers, these keys do not jiggle on you. So pretty much that's exactly what it is, right? You have your mechanical switch up here that's going up and down. You have your little spring in there and everything. There's actually a band right around it. So whenever it comes back up, you don't really get this loud clicky sound, just very soft and everything. But whenever you're pressing it down, it's pressing that rubber dome that's underneath the keys right here, underneath the base, pressing onto the board right there, and then activating your switch. So again, you have your mechanical, and then you have your membrane. So all right, the best way for you to actually experience this and kind of understand what I'm talking about is a sound test. So let's jump right into the sound test. All right, so what did you think about that sound test right there? Me personally, I love it. I love that very silent, just smooth, soft feel. It's just like, wow, it is awesome. The best way for me to explain it, if you've ever used the Apex 150, I did a review on that. That's a membrane board, by the way. That's exactly what this sounds like and almost what it feels like. Kind of compare it to like, I'd say a Gatoron Red mixed with that keyboard, if that makes any sense, if you can kind of catch me right there, right? That's easy. Gatoron Red with a membrane keyboard. That's exactly what I would compare this to right here. Very soft, very smooth, very quiet. It's just like, it is something. But as great as it sounds and as great as it feels, I could not game with this board. I tried to, and I wanted to. Believe me, I wanted to, you know what I mean? But I just couldn't. Whenever I was pressing down on the keys, I felt like I had to press a little harder. No, I think these are only 35 grams right there. You actually have some extra springs inside the box right here that you can put on the caps and make them a little firmer. But I tried that, and it really didn't do anything for me. I just felt like that mushiness in the bottom, and I felt like I had to push a little more. But all right, I'm sorry I went off on those switches and kind of jumped right into that right there, the sound test and everything. I know that's what a lot of you is like anyways, and that's kind of the meat and potatoes of some keyboard reviews, But anyways, let me back it all the way up to the beginning, and I want to tell you what you get in your box. So number one, you get the keyboard, 65%, again, electro-capacitive keys right here, and it is, like I say, the 65% right here. You get a USB-C cable, nice, very heavy duty, and it's white right here. Those springs that I was talking about that you can put underneath the keycaps right here, make it a little bit firmer if you want. I believe they're, I don't know, are they 10 grams, I believe? I think they got 10 and 15 grams within there. Some extra keycaps right here to swap it over to Mac if you like. And the keycaps, by the way, are PBT die sub. Very nice, very firm, very durable keycaps right here. And then you also get a keycap puller. All right, so I think I just mixed myself up. Again, I jumped right into that sound test and the switches because, again, I just love them. It was so interesting, and I wanted to share that with you guys, But I did this so different than some of my other reviews. So where are we at now? Let's talk about the build. Let's talk about the build here. So as far as the build of this keyboard, it is very solid. A very nice weight within it right there. Just about no flex. Even when you press down like that, very minimal. Again, the PBT die-sub keycaps, it just feels incredibly solid. Very nice and smooth rounded edge right here around the frame. So whenever you're typing, that goes along with the spacebar, if you can see it right here as well. It just rolls up very nicely. One of the nicest feeling spacebars I've ever felt. I don't like my spacebars being real sharp right there and everything. On the back side of the board here, really nice. You can actually direct your cable left, right, or in the middle right there. And the grips on the bottom of this keyboard are super duper sticky. I mean, you put them down and this thing does not budge one single bit. I love the feet on this board. Now, as far as the layout being a 65%, maybe one of my favorite keyboard layouts right here. 60% are a little bit just kind of, I don't know, it's just a little annoying to use, but you get to 65%, it's really just one row extra compared to a 60% right there. And you just have a few other shortcuts actually within the keycaps right here. Nothing major. You still get your arrows and everything. Some of the other keys, function, alt, and control, are a little bit smaller right there. So yeah, it's gonna be harder to find a replacement keycap set. But again, I love the 65% layout. Now, this keyboard comes in multiple different models, actually. I believe you can get one in Bluetooth and then RGB or Bluetooth and RGB. I have the bare bones one right here, right? No Bluetooth, no RGB, just as is. And I like that. I really do, you know what I mean? I believe this one starts at $129, and then with the Bluetooth and RGB, it gets up to $169. So again, think about those features that you'd be paying for there. And talking about that price right there, let's just talk to $129 on the board I have, the bare bones. What I think it's worth it. You know, this board to me is a 100% personal preference board. Again, I couldn't game with it. That was just me. I couldn't game with it. And I love membrane boards. I really do. But any membrane board these days, it's hard for me to game with. I'm just so used to mechanical. You know what I mean? But that's not saying anything bad about this. Again, it's personal preference. I personally can't get used to it. Now, when I'm working and just typing and everything, this thing is an absolute gem. Now, talking longevity and just, initial value and everything, I think the value's there for sure as far as quality and build, but longevity with the switches, you do have that rubber membrane deal right underneath all the keycaps right there. How long will that last? I don't know. A replacement one on their website is right at 15 bucks. So, mechanical keyboards are going to go bad as well. So I'm sure this one's going to be eventually. But do you have more things to go bad with this? The switches, then that rubber dome underneath it and everything. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That might make me a little worried right there. So all in all, that's really where I got to put this board right here. It's not something I can say, oh, hey, go get right now. Or, oh, hey, this is something you need. It's something that you really got to look at and say, man, that's exactly what I've been looking for. You know what I mean? Because this is going to be for that select person that wants these type of features within their keyboard. But again, all in all, I like it. It's solid. It's definitely a quality product right here. Different, but again, very solid. But hey, let me know down in the comments if you use this NiZ Atom 66 right here, or if you use any electro-capacitive switch keyboard. I'm really curious as far as your thoughts and what you think of them, or heck, if you've even tested one out or used it here and there, let me know your thoughts on it. I'm really curious here. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this one. I highly appreciate it. It was just, again, another cool, interesting, different keyboard right here, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.